opportunity of learning what you need to learn to be efficient, effective, and profitable into this industry. So let me just say, I am not a financial advisor, nor can I advise you on your finances. I am just here to show y'all how I buy, trade, and sell cryptocurrency in the different platforms that I use to buy cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is still volatile, so any investment you make is always at risk. So I just want to let y'all know. Perfect. You can. Three things we need to know about our data. What is data? Data is user generated content. Data is information, or data. Data is information. And when you're talking about data, data is information that's generated from what you do, especially digital. Digital data is when you go on a device, your phone, your laptops. If you go anything that's digital, your information is recorded and monetized. And so you need to know about this data, okay? First thing you need to know, that data privacy is a myth. Some of us think that our information is private. It's a myth. Data security is not secure at all. No, those days is done. They over with. And data is monetized, but not by you or me. Neither one of us is getting paid from our information, our digital footprint. What is our digital? Our information that every time we go online, every time we do anything digitally, our information is being recorded and held and sold to advertisers. I know you may not understand fully what I'm talking about. Just to give you a heads up, a couple of things I would advise you guys to do that I'm going to ask. And the person that gets it right is going to get something from me. I want you to go watch two documentaries, just two. Social Dilemma. It's a Netflix documentary. You need to watch that, you guys. You need to understand what's going on and what's happening for future. It's just like cryptocurrency. Let me ask y'all something. If you could have bought Bitcoin for $12, when that 12-year-old kid bought it for $12 back in 2012, would you have bought it? Would you have bought it? Now you would, right? You would have bought it, right? So I'm saying that to say you would, and I would have too. I feel like kicking myself sometimes because I had the opportunity to buy Bitcoin when it was cheap, 3 or 4 times. And the reality is, because I didn't have the mindset that things was changing, and when things change, I need to change. I had missed it. Now, I'm not saying I'm good on everything, but I'm saying that part I heard. Now, I did make some money in 2017 and 18 and a lot of other years after, but I wasn't part of that millionaire billionaire that happened in 2017 that a whole bunch of people got wealthy off, okay? And so I'm saying this to say 2 movies. Social Dilemma. What would y'all think the next movie will be? Social Dilemma. If you watch Social Dilemma on Netflix, it's a Netflix documentary. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to give anybody that do it, I'm going to give you, how much should I get? $20 in BTC or $20 in Ethereum. I'm going to send it straight to your address live next Sunday on the Zoom. Just remind me, okay? Because I'm willing to do it, okay? What will be the next movie you think I would do? As Samuel said, bet. Got you. Audi said, yeah. What will be the next movie you think I would tell you to watch? Let me share. The documentary, I'm sorry. The Great Hack. The Great Hack. Okay? I need y'all to, that's right, George, you got it. The Great Hack. The Great Hack. Why would I tell you to watch the Great? Somebody type that in for me. The Great Hack and Social Dilemma. Type them in the chat bar for me. I want y'all to all understand and get it. These are 2 movies that I need you to watch. So each movie, as you answer my questions, each documentary, I'm going to give you $20 for each one. Whoever answer my questions, and if a couple of y'all answer, then I'm going to give it to a couple of y'all. If one of y'all answer, I'm going to give it to one of y'all. I'm just saying, I'm going to get $20 to whoever can answer my question about Social Dilemma and the Great Hack. Okay? Yep. Perfect. I need y'all to watch those documentaries. I really need y'all to understand what's happening in the world today. So 3 things you need to know. First thing, data privacy is not a myth. It's not. It's not. I promise you not. Listen, this is what happens when you go to websites now. You guys might be seeing it lately. At the bottom of the page, before they let you go on, some of them will still let you go on, but you limit the content that they give you. But some of them won't let you go past this. And the reason why, because listen what it say. We value your privacy. Really? You thinking about my privacy? Well, let's see how much you thinking about my privacy. You tell me things like we and our partners. Who are your partners? First of all, you private my privacy, but you talk about you. I know who you are, information age website, but who are your partners? You haven't told me, huh? Okay, y'all use technology such as cookies. Read down here at the bottom. This is where I'm at. Such as cookies and process personal data. You use cookies and you process my personal data. I didn't ask you to do that. Who told you to do that? Well, that's what this is for. When I hit accept, I'm giving them an okay to use cookies and to process my personal data, such as IP addresses. IP addresses, what is that? Well, when you buy internet service from any provider like Verizon, Comcast, Dish, any provider that provides you internet service, they give you a IP address. It's a personal, it's an internet private IP address or internet public address, whatever you want to call it. It's an IP address. It's the only way. It's like giving you a lane on a highway, so they know who's on that lane. If an accident happened, oh yeah, we know who on that lane. And so they give us they give us these IP addresses to make sure that we on their network, our providers do. And so now we attach to these IP addresses, whether it's static or dynamic. I know you might not understand what I'm talking about. No worries. I'm going to help you understand real clear. So these IP addresses is attached to everywhere we have internet services. So if you go home and you got an internet service, that's an IP address. If you go to where I'm at my store, that's an IP address. When I'm in my other office, that's an IP address. Watch this. The great part about it is that these IP addresses are where my personal data travel on the internet at. And this company said they value in my privacy, but yet them and their partners want to access my personal data through my IP address. Let's talk about this. And then it say cookie identifiers. Do y'all know what cookie identifiers is? Man, this is mind blowing. So if you go to your Google Chrome right now and you click on these 3 little dots and you go to more tools and then you go to clear browser, you'll see this cookies and other site data. 175 sites that I went to this day. Now I clear this out all the time. But sometimes sites just jump on my IP address and my cookies that's attached to my devices because you know why? Because I let them in one time and now they always have a peek in on my information. You know the crazy part about it? If I went to Mexico where Valencia and Jonah was a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and some of you have been, and I was at the beginning of the year, I took them with me. Who did I take with me? Who you take with you, Crypto Seed? This company and their partners. They went with me to Mexico because they on my Google Chrome. They on my device. They on my phone. They on my websites. They on my laptop. So now you're following me and you're with me everywhere I go because you're attached to my cookies on my devices, like my phone and my laptop. But also, you at my IP address at home when I ain't even there. You peeking through, watching me and watching my house for me or monitoring everything that's going on in my house while I'm not even there because I am allowing you to take personal data such as IP off of my IP addresses and my cookie identifiers. So I'm in Mexico, you at my house and you with me, monitoring me and my personal data. And I say data privacy, I'm private, my data is private. I beg the difference. Matter of fact, thank you, but no thank you. I don't want your privacy because your privacy ain't privacy at all. Is your data privacy really private? No, it's not. They're peeking in and watching you and watching me right now. Who? Steve, who is it? Algorithms, AI. They're monitoring me. They're creating me in a digital world. And now they know what I like, when I like it. They know the colors I like. They know what I like eating. They know what I like buying. They know where the color shoes I like buying. They even know me more than I know me. So now we're advertisers, because if I back it up and show you, wow, they want to know all this information to personalize ads. Now you selling my information to companies so they can personally you monetize my information, and I ain't even getting a penny. And now you got people that's selling me stuff that I like, that I didn't even realize I really like it. Because you have AI and algorithms in place, you able to do these things. Yeah, I know. Data security is the second thing we need to talk about. I don't know if I shared this with you guys or not. I was on my phone a couple months ago, as you can see, July the 18th. And what happened was, I'm talking on my phone and my phone cuts off. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm in a bad spot. I take my other phone and I call my phone, and it's saying like it's cut off. I'm like, this is crazy. It's impossible. I'm on my phone talking and it cuts straight off. Call my wife. And my wife called my phone. And she said, yeah, babe, your phone cut off. I'm like, but that's impossible, because we both on the same plane. If mine's cut off, yours cut off. How is that possible? So then I called T-Mobile on this phone, and T-Mobile, because it's a Verizon phone, T-Mobile said, yeah, you changed your SIM card. I'm like, how am I going to change my SIM card and change my number? I'm on the phone, miss. I can't change it. And no, story short, I go to T-Mobile. They say, yeah, somehow your information, your phone, your SIM card in your phone got changed, or your number switched to another device. We don't know what happened. It looked like you changed it. I say, well, I couldn't have changed it. That's impossible. Well, anyway, they give me a new SIM card. I leave. 2 months later, September the 23rd, 2 months later, it's from July to September, I get this letter in the mail, and it tells me, Steve, watch out, because watch out for your credit bureaus like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. We want you to go ahead and put a fraud alert, because somehow changing the SIM sign type take over fraud. So now you're admitting to me that somehow my information got compromised that I thought was secure by you guys. But that's impossible, because all my information, just like all of your information, is stored somewhere in the cloud. And in that cloud, there's a possibility you can get hacked. How do I know this? I got this from a good friend that's probably on this Zoom tonight, Richard. Richard tells me, say, Steve, I can't log into Yobit. I say, yeah, I know. And then I get another text from somebody else say, I can't log into Kirby. I say, yeah, I know. And why? Because companies that manage the logging, that know our emails, our personal information, and our passwords, like Cloudflare, was getting attacked. Look at what it say. Why was it an Ray ID, that number, access denied. What happened? This website is using security services to protect itself from online attacks. Somebody tried to attack Cloudflare. That's over a quarter of $250 million company that hosts and hold everyone's login information in the cloud. They got hacked. They got attacked. They ain't tell us this though, did they? Nah, they not. Look at the IP address that they saying that it was associated with it. See that? Watch this. That ain't nothing. Do you really have security? Is the question. Well, let's look. Facebook, 2018, 50 million people got hacked. Their data got exposed. Equifax, 143 million consumers. Friend Finder, 412 million people accounts. Insurance Giants, 112 million accounts. eBay, 145 million accounts. Yahoo, 3 billion individuals every year for the last 5 years up to 2018. I haven't even gave you an updated one yet. your information, your data is not secure at all. Not at all. This leaves me with questions like this, y'all. You know what the number one question say? In spite of high security, aren't giant servers able to keep and protect our data? No. Isn't data security a key factor for upcoming large and small enterprises? It should be. What the web have in store for the future when it comes to privacy, security, and privacy? Will big giant companies suffer data breaches in the future? Let's understand what www has to offer to avoid these mishaps. I share this with y'all because the World Wide Web have no solution. The World Wide Web has gotten faster because of 5G. So Web 3.0 steps in. And Web 3.0 allows now artificial intelligence. They've been working, but now it comes in at a faster rate. All right. Web 3.0 also brings this about the blockchain technology. Bitcoin is the launch of the Web 3.0 because blockchain technology begins. It's the answer to security and privacy concerns. Blockchain technology makes it possible to store data in a secure way with decentralized data. There we go back to decentralization and centralization. Any place that hold all of your information is subject to be hacked. When you talking about in the cloud, or you talking about these big companies got servers, all these big companies, they are subject to be hacked by AI, artificial intelligence. You can write a rule, a command, and you can have that rule or that command from some computer protocols that will go in and find weaknesses, infirmities within any system. And once it finds them, it exposes them and it grabs all of the information and steals it and run. How many of y'all seen Matrix? I think it was Matrix 2 or 3, where those things was trying to get into the main ship they was in, the spacecraft they was in, and it was busting through. And they said, hurry up, hurry up. Well, that's what AI does. That's what algorithms is. They codes, they're certain protocols that you write and code and sign to go in to attack and hack and steal information. Because of the blockchain technology, personal information will not be stored in large data centers, nor databases of companies. No, it's stored on the blockchain. The blockchain is the only source of unhackability right now, y'all. It's the only platform where you can't hack. It's the only place where your data, your information, it's the only place where your information, your data is secure and private. Let's talk about data monetization. Guess who the product is? You. You are the product. If you ain't paying for it, you are the product. You think that these big billion-dollar companies, yeah, let's look at some of them. Right here. Here you go. Facebook, who owns Instagram. Well, Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, Instagram Messenger, WhatsApp, and Celsius. Look at how much money he made. Net income. Total net income. Let's look at net. $18 billion. His total assets, $133 billion for 2019. Y'all do know he don't sell one product, right? You know what the product is? It's us. We are the product. He sell our information. What information, Crypto Steve? Your likes, your on Facebook or Instagram, whatever you post, whatever you go in and read, whatever you go in and comment on, whatever picture you put up, the AI, the artificial intelligence, read you and what you like, and it pushes you towards what you like and what you like buying. It's actually a form of weaponry. It's brainwashing, but it's really getting you what you want before you know what you want. Do you know that we live in a world today that a tree is worth more dead than alive? A will worth more dead than alive. Do you know if they can keep us stirring on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all of these different platforms, Messenger, constantly reading and liking and posting? What am I saying? Not saying that you don't live. I'm not telling you you can't. What I am telling you is that just be mindful. Be mindful of what's going on. The AI is grabbing your attention and is learning you and is creating you in the digital world. Your digital footprint is being created, and Facebook is selling it, and he's making $18 billion in 2019 off of you and my information, off of our likes, off of our comments, off of our posts, off of what we go in and say, our comments. He's making a fortune. He has zero product. We are the product. Well, we do have a solution for it. And I'm going to tell you about that solution. Your user-generated content or user-created content, when you go to any digital platform, whether it's Google, you go onto any browser and you type in something, the first thing to come up is ads, because they sold that ad to the words that you post. That's your content. If it's creative, it's never been seen before, they take your information and they sell it. I know it's hard to grasp right now, but think about what I'm saying. Think about it. Facebook sell zero product. They give you a free account, and yet they're $1 billion company. $1 billion company. We do have the answer. The answer is 3E WealthNet. And this is what I would ask you to do. 3E WealthNet is a company, a technology company that designed a software and a protocol and a browser to take our information. So now when we go on to the World Wide Web, we actually, because of AI, the company have a technology where it takes our information and put on our own smart contract addresses on the blockchain, that we are the only ones who have the private key to unlock it, but also the private key to even sell it if we decided to. And we can sell it, the same information, over and over and over and over again. Now we have the power to monetize our own information because of 3E WealthNet technology. Efficient engineer ecosystem. Listen, you really want to know more, you want to understand more about your information and how it's being monetized. Listen, it's 3E technology charges you $0. And as of now, right now today, you have zero chance to monetize your own data. And it's $1 billion industry. It's worth more. They are trading on futures on people. You know what I mean by that? They selling what we're going to do tomorrow. They know what I'm going to do next week. Because you know why? Because of the AI and Web 3.0, it's going to push me into where they want me to go. Why? Because they know me better than I know myself, from my likes, from my comments, from what I Google, from what I search on the World Wide Web, through my internet, my IP address, through my cookies on my devices. They know everything about you and me, everything. And now they know what we're going to do tomorrow. They know when I'm going to need a new computer. They know when to post the computer up. You need a computer acting up. They know that. They know our internet is slow. So they tell you, they send you signs like, if you want to upgrade now for $99. Get a faster internet speed. They know that. They trading on futures, on human. Data is more than gold. It's more than oil. They make more money off of data than real oil. Data surpassed that. It's worth more than oil. It's sold more than oil. And reality is, these big servers that's holding all our information now are being attacked on a regular basis because of the AI and the fast speed of the internet. And our information is being exposed on a regular basis, and we don't even know it. And they selling our information. They taking it and selling it. Not only free social media sites, but when our information get exposed, they taking it and selling it. And I'm telling you, the only solution that we have for that is blockchain. And the only company that I know that exists that give us the possibility to now have our information, our data stored on a decentralized, private, and secure platform is 3E WealthNet. Only company. And it costs you $0 to start. Now, if you want to have the opportunity to sell your data, you can do that too. But you want to benefit from selling it because you want people to buy, and this $0. You ain't had that opportunity up until this point. I didn't have that opportunity. This is what makes it so real. So again, I'm gonna send y'all my email, right? Because I want you to email me if you're interested. If not, no love lost. Listen, I'm not mad. I understand. Some of you might say, well, nah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at, or I don't need to know. I don't want to know no more. I don't want to think about what. That's great. No problem. Listen, everybody don't understand. Everybody might not understand how and where we are. Just like people don't understand that cryptocurrency is the future of money. Yeah, I do. It's a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand that we got to learn how to maneuver in this space, because when this space hit us, we're going to be patriots, already planning, knowing. Y'all shop already in the cryptocurrency space. From the last year, from some of y'all that been here for a year, y'all done like really totally blowing my mind with the information y'all know. And that's because you're learning something that was, yeah, Gil, boy. And I'm telling you that this is just mind-blowing of where the world is going. I hate to say it, but it is where it's going, whether you or me like it. I want you to go back. A law got passed in 2018, May 25th. It was the GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations. They said enough is enough. Whenever someone go on your site, you got to let them know now that their information is being monitored, it's being monetized, that their information is being sold, and they're not getting a penny from it. And so when you see those sites at the bottom and say, accept, we value your privacy, or accept here, or add, or allow up in a, they're actually taking your information and they monetizing it by selling it to companies that want to buy ads, and you're not getting a penny. I'm not getting a penny. Now we had the opportunity. It's a whole bunch of different things that I can share with y'all how it happened, but of course time permits. You will be hearing about this in the future. And just to let you know, there's less than 500 people and so far that got started in the company. Company just started. I'm actually executive leader in the company. I love the idea that I have the opportunity to monetize my data. If I don't do nothing else, I want to monetize my own information. I want my information stored on the blockchain to give me the choice if I want to sell it or not. And that's what this, and it's stored in a secure and private way. And that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay. So, with that being said, again, I have to go. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, most definitely reach out to me. Y'all got my number. You got my email. Anybody want to know more, for sure. We'll talk soon. Hey, it was great talking to y'all. I mean, I appreciate y'all again. Peace.